One of the wonderful things about flying is that you get to see things that other people don't see, things you can't see from the ground. Flying last weekend in Cache Valley on a beautiful evening, I came across these circles. Looks like some kind of eczema, skin disease on the land down there. What are they? I'm going to have to do a little bit of detective work and see what I can learn about them.
Logan traffic 422 Buckshot Papa. Left crosswind, runway 17.
Now, the challenge is, where do I start? I think I'll start with the Utah Geological Survey and maybe the Department of Geology at Weber State. A day or so later, I drove up to Cache Valley and headed out west on 7000 north from Amalga. Looking at a map of the area, I noticed that there's a section out there that's labeled the Barrens, as in barren landscape. At first, I started out and got a little too far west and then had to head back east. And as I headed back east, I began to discover clumps of cattails and various kinds of vegetation like that growing out there. Going to have to get down and fly lower and check this all out again. But also on the map, there were a number of springs, mainly circular springs, off to the northeast of this area. One of the springs, for example, is labeled Joseph Smith Spring. Another one was somebody else Smith Spring. And they were all circular. So I'm wondering if maybe these are little depressions in the ground here where the water table is very high, where there's just enough water to grow clumps of cattails or other vegetation that look like circles from the air. Gonna have to go check that out. All the land along here is fenced and has very unfriendly looking no trespassing signs everywhere. But I am seeing quite a few of those clumps of cattails or whatever kind of spots they are. So it looks like little depressions where moisture is a little... Okay, here comes one right here along this fence line. There we go. There we go, right through here. These cattails. All right, next time I fly over this, I'm going to have to drop down real low. See if we can get a better look. But this looks like what... This looks like it might be the answer to the question. By the way, this road here is 7000 north, comes out of Amalga and heads west from Amalga.